Real Estate Finance Case Study 1. The London apartment investment using AED instead of GBES scenario. A young expatriate professional, Sarah, has been working in London for 5 years and has saved AED 500,000. She is considering investing in a one-bedroom apartment in London. The current asking price for a suitable apartment is AED 100,000. Local banks are offering mortgage rates of 4.5% per annum for a 25-year loan with a maximum loan-to-value (LTV) ratio of 75% for first-time buyers. Property management fees in the area are approximately AED 15 per sqft per year, and the apartment she is looking at is 900 sqft. She estimates that she can rent the apartment for AED 90,000 per year. Annual property taxes and other government charges amount to approximately AED 5,000 per year. Questions. What is the minimum down payment Sarah needs to make to purchase the apartment? What will be the initial loan amount Sarah will need to secure? Calculate Sarah's initial annual debt service, principal and interest, on the mortgage. You can use an approximate interest-only calculation for the first year to simplify. Calculate the initial net operating income (NOI) of the property. Calculate the initial cash flow before taxes (CFBT) for Sarah if she purchases the property. Discuss whether this appears to be a financially viable investment in the short term based on these initial calculations. What other factors should Sarah consider? Answers and explanations. 1. What is the minimum down payment Sarah needs to make? Answer: AED 375,000. Explanation: the maximum loan-to-value (LTV) ratio is 75%, meaning the loan can cover 75% of the property's value. Therefore, Sarah needs to cover the remaining 25% as a down payment. Down payment percentage equals 100% minus 75% equals 25%. Minimum down payment equals 25% of AED 500,000 equals 0.25 times 500,000 equals AED 375,002. What will be the initial loan amount Sarah will need to secure? Answer: AED 125,000. Explanation: the loan amount will be 75% of the property's purchase price. Loan amount equals 75% of AED 1,500,000 equals 0.75 times 1,500,000 Telosori's AED 1,125,003. Calculate Sarah's initial annual debt service, principal and interest, on the mortgage. You can use an approximate interest-only calculation for the first year to simplify. Answer: AED 50,625. Explanation: for a simplified first-year calculation, we consider only the interest payment. Annual interest rate equal 4.5%. Initial loan amount equal AED 1,125,000. Annual interest payment, debt service, equal 4.5% of AED 1,125,000 equals 0.045 times 1,125,000 equals AED 50,625. Note: in reality, mortgage payments include both principal and interest. Over time, the proportion of principal in each payment increases, and the proportion of interest decreases for a fixed-rate mortgage. 4. Calculate the initial net operating income (NOI) of the property. Answer: AED 71,500. Explanation: net operating income (NOI) is the income generated from the property after deducting operating expenses, but before deducting debt service and income taxes. Gross rental income equals AED 90,000 operating expenses. Property management fees equals AED 15 sqft year times 900 sqft equal AED 13,500. Property taxes and charges equals AED 5,000. Total operating expenses equals AED 13,500 plus AED 5,000 equals AED 18,500. Net operating income, NOI, EU gross rental income minus total operating expenses, NOI equals AED 90,000 minus AED $18,500 is AED 71,505. Calculate the initial cash flow before taxes, CFBT, for Sarah if she purchases the property. Answer: AED 20,875. Explanation: cash flow before taxes, CFBT, is the NOI minus the debt service. Net operating income, NOI, it's an AED 71,500 annual debt service, interest only, it's AED 50,625 cash flow before taxes, CFBT, a NOI means debt service. CFBT equals AED $71,500 minus AED $50,625 equals AED $20,756. Discuss whether this appears to be a financially viable investment in the short term based on these initial calculations. What other factors should Sarah consider? Answer: based on these initial calculations, the investment appears to generate a positive cash flow before taxes, AED 20,875, which is a positive indicator for short-term financial viability. The property also has a decent initial net operating income, AED 71,500. Other factors Sarah should consider. Vacancy rate. The calculation assumes the property is rented out for the entire year. Sarah needs to research the average vacancy rates for similar properties in London. Even a short period of vacancy can significantly impact cash flow. Unexpected maintenance costs. Real estate always comes with potential unexpected repair and maintenance expenses, e.g., AC issues, plumbing. Sarah should budget for these. Principal repayment. The debt service calculation was simplified to interest only. In reality, a portion of each mortgage payment will go towards principal repayment, which builds Sarah's equity in the property but doesn't contribute to immediate cash flow. Future property value appreciation. This analysis doesn't consider potential capital appreciation of the property, which could be a significant long-term benefit of real estate investment in a market like London. Interest rate fluctuations. If Sarah opts for a variable rate mortgage, which is less common for residential in London but possible, future interest rate increases could reduce her cash flow. Market conditions. The rental market in London could fluctuate due to tourism trends, economic changes, and the supply of similar properties. Financing costs. Sarah should factor in any upfront costs associated with obtaining the mortgage, e.g., valuation fees, processing fees. Exit strategy. While focusing on the short term, Sarah should also consider her long-term goals and potential exit strategies, e.g., selling the property in the future. Service charges. Sarah needs to confirm if the quoted property management fees include all service charges or if there are additional charges to consider. Hey there, awesome viewers! If you're enjoying our content and want to stay in the loop, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can join in on the fun too. Your support means the world to us and helps keep the content coming. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. City Global Feng Shui City, Global Real Estate. WhatsApp, +971 585170895, +971 585299713. Website, www.cityglobalrealestate.org.